Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's card draw. So this week's card does not come from a deck that I own. It's not even a deck that I am familiar with. This was drawn by a very good friend of mine. It's one of her favorite decks. So she did the card draw and then sent me pictures of it, as well as the text that came with the guidebook that goes with the deck. So I'm going to read to you, I'm going to post a picture of the card, and I'm going to read to you what the text says, and then I'm going to give you my interpretation as well of the meaning of the card, or what I feel the meaning of this card is for us today, for this week. So the card is called the Well Watcher, and it's from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck. Now this is a deck, like I said, I have never seen this deck before, but just from the few pictures she sent, I love the artwork, I love the imagery. It's a really beautiful looking deck. So here is the Well Watcher. And as the text reads, the Well Watcher, wisdom and power of the divine. The Well Watcher signals the need to go within to contemplate the true source of power in the world, which, he reminds you, is that of the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolution to your life. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. You will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help guide you. So that's the first part of the text for this card. The second part offers you a challenge. And that reads, the Well Watcher comes to let you know that you've run out of steam. Self-will alone isn't enough to make things happen. All cannot be yours at this time. If you feel you're going nowhere, it's because you're meant to stay put. Willfulness can lead to your becoming like a bull in a china shop, creating havoc as you push forward. Remember the sacred, creative source of the water in the well. Drink some, be still, and contemplate the true origin of power. It isn't you. So drink deeply of the wisdom of the divine, and listen to the beautiful music playing through your life when you've made conscious contact with your higher power. So that's what the text reads that came with the deck of cards. After meditating a little bit on this card, my further interpretation. So wells symbolize a vibrant, healthy community. And they symbolize where people come together. So back in the day, it's kind of like, meeting at the water cooler, which people don't actually do, I don't think, anymore. But, they meet in online groups or whatever now. But the well was where people would meet and where news was shared, where, you could get help if you needed it. So the well symbolized this vibrant, healthy community. It's the source of water, and water is what we need to live, okay? So the wells are a big centralized source of everything, and symbolically they are a symbol of the divine source of everything. So this card is reminding you to go back to the well, go back to the source. When you have your wants and needs and you think you know everything that you need or everything that you want, put it out there. Go back to the source, go back to the divine, and put your needs and wants out there, knowing that what you truly need will be supplied to you. It may not look like what you think it's going to look like, but it will be. The source it builds all of life. So the source knows what you need. It's like when you drink water and your body is nourished and your body is hydrated, your body knows what to do with everything. You just drink the water and you trust that it's going to do what it needs to do to help keep you alive. And so the divine source is the same way. We need to put our faith out there and put our needs and our wants and our desires out to the source, to the divine, and then be open to what's actually going to come back to us, because we may not recognize that what we asked for was actually delivered. Okay? That's part of what the text said was, thy will be done for the highest good. Okay? Thy will. Not mine. The universe, the divine, God. That will be done for the highest good. Okay? Our minds are very limited in what they can think and what they can conceive. And so when we put out there that, we need or we want something, there may be something much bigger that is actually in play. And so we need to be open to the idea that when we put that out there, what comes back to us might look totally different from what we initially thought. But more likely than not, it's going to be a lot bigger and better than we could have even imagined. Okay? When we are too willful in what we think, we know what we want, and we want this, and it's got to look like this or that or the other, that can lead you to feeling stuck, to chaos, to just feeling unfulfilled, because we can't think big enough to really encompass what we can truly have if we're so focused on what we think we want. So, in a nutshell, we need to take our needs and our desires, take what's in our heart, and open it up to the divine source and say, okay, look, this is what I think I need, and I'm going to have faith that I am going to get what I truly need, and it may be much bigger than I can even imagine. So I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments on this card as well. What does it say to you? Take a look at the imagery and, just think about it and share what you think on all of this. So thank you again for tuning in for this week's card draw. And until next week, think about the Well Watcher and think about what you're putting out there to the universe and what you're willing to allow it to bring back to you and what you're allowing the source to fill you with.